that video tribute that they did for you and Kevin?
Yeah, I mean, I obviously had some good moments here. At the end of the day, they decided to go another direction, and I found another place in Philly that I really enjoy. So we both moved on.
Is that a game that you enjoyed? Your penalty kill was, maybe not what you wanted it to be outside of the shorthanded goal.
Yeah, it was a funny game. I mean, more specialty teams than what we've seen in a long time. Our power play was clicking incredibly well. I thought our PK at the beginning, we did a good job, and then in the third there, sort of got a bounce on the second one, and they sort of we didn't get the clear on the third, and they made us pay for it. So they make it a game. They've got a little bit of momentum. We're on our heels a little bit. Give them credit. They had a real good push, and at the end of the day, we were able to finish it off and get the 2 points.
Carter was a pretty big part of why you won, especially with some of those late saves in the third. But at times, even you've talked about the home road. Maybe he hasn't been quite as good away from Philly. What is your take on that been? I mean, obviously,
if you analyze our road record, our road game, we had those two stretches, longer road trips where we didn't play well and got off to bad starts. But if you look at our road record lately, and quite through the year, other than those two little stretches there, we've been pretty good. We play the right way. We've obviously got things to learn. Tonight might be another example. We took our foot off the gas a little bit instead of, going after them, putting a little bit more pressure. But sometimes it's easier to learn lessons when you win, and sometimes it hurts a lot more when you lose. But I think there's a little lesson here to be learned for us, and we'll get ready for Washington. It's going to be a tough game.
With Carter specifically, though, does he kind of follow in the same way in those team results? His stats, home and road.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a big difference in both, but his games on the road lately, take a look at his last 5 or 6, they've been very good. Tonight again in the third period, he was excellent. I always remember he's 21, and he's just, he's like everybody else. He's got to learn the game, and he is, and he's figuring things out. And there's no doubt that we've got a real solid young man that's got a tremendous amount of potential there.
What's the biggest factor in the 6-game winning streak and as you move up the standings?
We're playing hard. We're trying to play the right way for most of the game. And, obviously our power play lately has been a big weapon for us. It's gotten big goals at big moments.
Yeah, since that Washington game last month, you've kept that 5-man power play unit together, G, Jake, Coos, Ivan, and TK. Why have they clicked as well as they have?
I don't know, but it's working. So I'm not breaking that up. I mean, I'm not smart for keeping it together. They're just clicking right now, and they're making great plays. So that's an easy coaching decision.
Alain, you got a goal again tonight from Niski. Are you getting more offense from the back line than maybe you expected?
Didn't exactly know what to expect, Provy, a young D, Travis, same thing. If Myers also. Niski, I knew what we were going to get. I knew we were going to get second power play minutes. He sees the ice really well, especially in the offensive zone. Like, he can find sticks and he can find people, and he did it again tonight. I mean, he's been a real force for us at both ends of the rink. Big block at the end there with 6 on 5. So he's a big part of our success.
Only 3 games.
You mentioned a lot when you talk about Carter that he's only 21. Do you do that to temper your own expectations at any level? Or is it, are you constantly aware that...
my expectations of him and his potential are extremely high. I've got a lot of faith in very humble young man that seems to be able to grasp things. But I do want to taper everybody that he is only 21, and you've got to work your way through things, and you've got to learn, and he's definitely doing that.
Especially, you have mentioned...
One more, guys.
You mentioned that it's important to have fun. You have a game on Wednesday, possibly for first place. What will be the message for the boys?
Well, right now, my message, there's a martini coming. There's a half-day of work for the coaches tomorrow. Our players are going to obviously re-energize. We're going to have a good practice, get ourselves to Washington, and expect a real good performance. I think the last game we were in there, we were good, we were sharp. We're going to need to be the same way, obviously. They're going to be fired up. It should be a great hockey game.